Hey guys, welcome to my garage. This is Cigar Garage with Doc. Today I'm smoking a Man of War Figurado. You can see that there. Man of War. And the shape, it's Figurado. It's about the size of a Churchill. The strength is just over medium. So I would say it's a good medium strength. It has I just want to check, make sure I tell you here. It's a Ecuadorian Habano wrapper and Ecuadorian filler. First time I'm ever having one. Comes with that band plus a little ribbon around it. A little bit of a specialty shape. Very well done, very dark, juicy leaf wrapper. Has to get started because it has that little tip. You start that little tip and then it sort of burns and it takes a while to get started. Already it starts out with some coffee and deep chocolate, a little bit of spice. So far, it's quite a nice cigar. I'm going to just make sure I give it a little more light. Because, as I say, it's a little bit hard to start. It should do it. Very good. Very flavorful cigar. Well, let's see how it goes today with the cigar. I'd like to tell you another little story today. As I said, there are times when these spirits do, in fact, follow you home. One of the first cases I was on, I lived in Rochelle Park, New Jersey. And I had my first child, and the baby was in a crib in our bedroom. I was on dealing with a case with Ed and Lorraine Warren, and I came home and I went to bed late one night. I had been at the class, I had been in the museum where Annabelle is, and that kind of thing. All of a sudden, I wake up. Now, I'm not sure if I'm dreaming or not at the moment. And I see by the headboard between my wife and myself, standing there, is about a 2-foot little being. Had on suspenders like you would see in the movies. Had on a little hat. Had on a striped shirt, red and white striped polo shirt. No shoes. Had little claws like feet, and his fingernails were like claws. But the worst part was his face. His nose was flat and in a triangular form. His teeth were like needles, almost like a little dog's teeth or a cat's teeth. And his face was a very weird gray color. And when I looked at it, I was like, whoa, what is that? And then I said, am I dreaming? Then I realized I'm not dreaming. And I realized this is a spirit. And what they call it, or what Ed and Lorraine would have called it, was an elfin spirit. They are spirits. It is a demonic spirit. It is not a fun thing or a little elf or a little, that kind of thing. It's a real demon. And it's a form of demon, a form of a lower level demon. And this demon appeared right here between us. Now, at that moment, I remember that, I'm on a case. This thing must have followed me home. And I had to think very fast like this, because at first it scared me. I was like, whoa, whoa. I never seen anything like it. I always pictured demons because I haven't seen one up until that time. I know they come a lot like robed figures and all different ways. Sometimes they'll look at you and they just have a hideous face and all that, but not like not like an elf, even with the clothes on, almost like Disney. I took this thing and I went to grab it. And when I did, I lifted it and it had weight to it. It was solid. It was like a child. And I said, in the name of Jesus, and I'm laying in bed and it's on my side, and I threw it toward the foot of the bed, and it disappeared before my eyes. Completely disappeared. Now, this is at dawn, so it was getting light out. I mean, I could see in my room. It wasn't like it was dark at night and it disappeared. I threw this thing and it disappeared right before me. The baby started crying. I got up and I prayed. Blessed the house, blessed the room. Went back to sleep and actually fell back asleep. Just before, as I was waking up, I hear two voices talking, standing next to me. There was no one there in the bedroom. My wife was still asleep. Baby was asleep and I was asleep. And all of a sudden I hear, he's waking up, he's waking up. He's okay. I remember hearing, he's okay, he's waking up. And when I woke up, my room had a feeling of heaven. I mean, a holy feeling. I can't describe it to this day. But it was a feeling of intense love, the opposite of fear, the peace. And I realized that what I heard just now was angels that were guarding over me after I prayed. But that's a true story. You could believe it or not. It happened to me. I wouldn't believe it if I was told that either. But it happened to me. These things are real, folks. You don't play around, especially with a Ouija board. Anyway, this is just a little bit. Enjoy a cigar. Try one of these, Man of War. It's a strong cigar. You got to like a strong cigar. This is strong. Stronger than I usually smoke. But so far I like it. It has like a bitter chocolate taste. So far so good. We'll see how strong it gets as we go. But it's worth a try. It's pretty good. It's surprisingly good for a strong cigar. Smooth. It's not as peppery. It's not getting the back of my throat. That's what really gets me when it's too strong. But this doesn't seem to be doing that. So far it's very flavorful. We'll see. Anyway, God bless. I'll see you next time. This is Doc.